our energy focused on the danger of neo-Nazis, part of it is like the president is playing around with like, is he gonna condemn neo-Nazis or not? It's like bait. It's like clickbait. We're like, neo-Nazis, they're bad. Do you not know they're bad? We have to say they're bad. And it's like, actually, I think the whole thing about neo-Nazis that everyone knows they're bad. They even, I think, kind of know they're being bad. And there's a certain kind of masculinist politics between the neo-Nazis and a certain kind of left masculinity that, I could picture them having beaten themselves. I thought I was impressed to see people on the left throwing punches. I think of the left as mostly academics who don't throw punches, and I wish they were more comfortable with that. So I was sort of like, wow, actually, the video footage was like lefties throwing punches. But it's also a certain kind of way of engaging politics where I could think if they were arrests of the various people throwing punches, etc., I could easily imagine that night in the cells, some fist bumps where both sides were like, yo, bro, we went through that, didn't we? There's some strong similarities sometimes. That's not the similarities I think that Trump means when he says multi-sides, but there are some similarities, actually, I think. And I think there's a macho left, anarchist, black box. I don't even know. That's like, ideologically, they don't talk about the Jews. That's the main difference, I think. They are sometimes critical, of course, of capitalism, but so are the difference is that the neo-Nazis are critics of, like, the bankers. They just say Jew. And the anarchists say bankers, and they don't say Jew. Anyway, I think we love to talk about it because the President of the United States is asking us to, and then we don't really get into what I think are the way more dangerous political forces where he says they're not all neo-Nazis. He's right, because a lot of them are Confederate defenders from the South, and I think Catholic working class conservatives. Those are very dangerous populations because of their positioning politically and their numbers. And I think the neo-Nazis, like, we don't have a mass neo-Nazi movement at this time in this country. I could get super scared as a Jew, but like they said one chant about like Jews will not take our places, Jews. And I thought, oh, is there a reference? I mean, what were there particular places that they're thinking Jews aren't going to take? Because I think, first of all, we've taken a ton of places already. And that's like old history. Like the academia, I think we've got academia. Like the movies, like I think we're pretty much all about the movies. And the cultural industries in general, yeah, I think we've locked that up. Finance, Jews. So like, what new places were you thinking you were going to be displaced from? Farming? I don't think the Jews are about farming. So I don't know, like, but I'd love to hear what your beef is with the Jews. I didn't know we were in your face, so I was surprised to be, like, you're talking about me? I didn't even know you cared. But I'd like to know more, and then we could figure out what, like, my relationship to that is. But I still think those neo-Nazis are like, you can dig them up, and they're pretty amazing to, like, hear them go, and their machine guns and all that stuff. It's like, but I still feel like I'm a paranoid person, and I'm not really worried about them. What I worry about is how much we would prefer to talk about neo-Nazis instead of the more dangerous parts of the Trump constituency that are giant but complicated.